Forget everything you know about brownies. Today, we're making the absolute best ones ever. Look at that texture and an ultra fudgy center. If you like cakey brownies, walk away. We are Team Fudgy all the way. No dry crumbs, no cake-like fluff to get that fudginess. The secret to elite brownies starts with what you put in them. No cheap cocoa mixes, we need real chocolate, good butter. Trust me, investing in high-quality chocolate makes all the difference. First rule of baking, always preheat your oven first. Set it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Consistency, this ensures the brownies cook evenly from the moment they go in. Now, let's prep our pan. I'm using a classic 9 by 13 inch metal pan. This acts as our first layer of security so nothing sticks. Next, we line it with parchment paper. Leave a couple of inches hanging over the sides. These are your handles. It makes lifting the baked brownies out of the pan incredibly easy. Here is a pro tip. Grease the parchment paper too. Just a light brush of butter. This guarantees clean edges. Set this aside. Our pan is ready. Now let's talk chocolate. We are using 8 ounces of real chocolate bars, not chips. Chocolate chips contain stabilizers that prevent them from melting smoothly. Real bars give you those pools of molten chocolate in the middle. Time to get chopping. You want a mix of sizes. Fine bits will melt into the batter, while larger chunks will stay whole. Perfect. Look at that gorgeous pile of dark gold. Next up, unsalted butter. We need exactly 1 1/4 cups. Slice it into cubes so it melts evenly and doesn't burn. We're going to melt this down until it is hot and bubbling. Let it melt over medium heat. Keep an eye on it. We want it completely liquid and hot. That heat is going to bloom our chocolate. Once it starts to bubble, remove it immediately. Now we merge them. Pour that hot butter your chopped chocolate. Let it sit for about 30 seconds so the chocolate melts completely. Then start whisking it together until it starts to come together. To intensify the flavor, we add a 1/4 Dutch processed cocoa. This gives it that deep, dark, almost fudgy base note. Stir it in until it's completely smooth and free of lumps. And here is the secret weapon, 1 tablespoon of espresso powder. Don't worry, it won't taste like coffee. It just amplifies the chocolate. It makes the chocolate taste 10 times more like chocolate. Keep whisking until it is completely glossy and smooth. Look at that sheen. This is the foundation of our brownies. Let this cool to room temp while we prep the eggs and sugar. Now for the sugars. Yes, we are using 2 types. Start with 2 cups of white granulated sugar. First, don't skimp on this. Sugar is crucial for the shiny top skin. Next, we add 1/2 cup of dark brown sugar. The molasses in brown sugar keeps the center incredibly chewy and moist. Mix them together until there are no large clumps left. Vanilla is essential. Use pure extract, not artificial. 2 teaspoons. It rounds out the richness of the chocolate. The aroma is already incredible and we haven't even added the chocolate yet. Now we need salt. 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Salt cuts through the sweetness and heightens the chocolate flavor profile. Without it, your brownies will just taste flat and sugary. Now for the eggs. We need a lot of them, large eggs in total. This high egg ratio is what creates the perfect, dense, fudgy structure. Let's get them cracked into the sugar bowl. Make sure no shells get in. Fresh, room temperature eggs work best. 6 eggs might seem like a lot, but trust the process. Now comes the most critical step of the entire recipe. We need to whisk these eggs and sugars until they are completely aerated. Turn your mixer to medium-high. We're looking for This process creates the microscopic air bubbles that lift the brownie. You want to beat this for a full 8 to 10 minutes. This is the secret to that shiny paper crinkle top. If you stop too early, your brownies will be dense but dull. This is what bakers call the ribbon stage. The batter should be pale, thick, and fall in ribbons that sit on top. When it holds its shape for 3 seconds, you're ready to move on. Now, we bring the 2 worlds together. Make sure the chocolate is cool. Pour it slowly. Look at that stunning dark and light. Use a spatula to gently fold it. We don't want to lose all that air. Don't rush this step. Take your time folding it in. This marbling is pure art, completely incorporated. Once it's a solid chocolate color, stop mixing. We're ready for the flour. For the dry ingredients, we only need 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Spoon it and level it. Too much flour will make the brownies cakey. We want just enough gluten to hold the structure together, nothing more. Always sift your flour into the wet batter. This prevents flour pockets and keeps the batter incredibly smooth. It also aerates the flour, helping with that delicate texture. If you want them extra dark, sift in another 1/2 cup of cocoa. This is optional, but it takes the chocolate richness to another level. Now we have our dry ingredients resting on top of the wet. Do not stir, fold the dry ingredients in gently. Cut down the middle, sweep the bottom and fold it over. This prevents gluten from forming, keeping the brownies tender. Stop mixing the second you see no more dry flour. Overmixing is the #1 enemy of fudgy brownies. Perfect. Look at how thick and glossy this batter is. This is exactly what you are looking for. Thick like lava, glossy, and holding its shape. And yes, it tastes just as good as it looks. Let's transfer this to our prepared baking pan. Watch it flow. It's incredibly thick, so let it cascade down. Get every single drop out of that mixing bowl. Don't leave any chocolate behind. Every gram counts. A good silicone spatula makes this step a breeze. There we go. The bowl is officially clean. Use an offset spatula to smooth the surface. Make sure the batter is distributed evenly into all 4 corners. This ensures the brownies bake at the exact same rate. Give the pan a couple of hard taps on the counter. This releases any large trapped air pockets inside the batter. We want fudgy density, not cakey air bubbles. Now, to the oven. Into the oven it goes. Middle rack is absolute key. Set a timer for exactly 20 minutes. That's when the magic happens. Don't go too far, we have a crucial step coming up mid-bake. During the first 20 minutes, the edges set and the top skin begins to dry. The heat melts the sugar, creating that glossy, wafer-thin. Timer is up. It's time for the secret technique. Put on your oven mitts. We need to take them out. They look puffed up and slightly soft in the middle. Perfect. Now, prepare yourselves for the most satisfying step. And bang it! Hard! Right on the counter. This forces all the trapped air out, collapsing the structure. It creates that dense, fudgy texture and beautiful crackled top. Now, we put them back in to finish baking. Slide it in. We need another 20 to 25 minutes. This final stretch sets the center without drying it out. This is the hardest part, but patience is a virtue. You can see the top forming that paper-thin. Just a few more minutes until we reveal perfection. Time's up! Let's test them. We use the toothpick test. Insert it in the center. You want moist crumbs attached, not wet batter. If it comes out completely clean, you've overbaked them. Put them on a wire rack. Now we let them cool completely. Do not cut them hot. They will turn into a messy soup. They need time to set and develop their fudgy structure. Before they are fully cooled, we add the finishing touch. Flaky sea salt. Just a light sprinkle across the top. It adds crunch and balances the rich sweetness perfectly. Once cooled, it's time to lift them out. Grab those parchment handles we made and lift straight up. Slide it right onto your cutting board. Look how clean those sides are. To get clean, professional cuts, run your knife under hot water. Wipe it dry before every single cut. This prevents sticking. It takes a little extra time, but the presentation is worth it. Press straight down. Don't saw back and forth. Hear that slight crunch? That's the perfect crust. Look at that clean edge. Beautiful. Now for the moment of truth. Let's pull one out. Look at that. Absolutely perfect fudginess throughout. This is the ultimate brownie experience. Rich, intensely chocolatey, and incredibly fudgy. The flaky salt cuts the sweet perfectly. Best try this at home. Like, comment, and subscribe for more masterclasses.